Breathe out. Breath of life, carry away all that does not serve me anymore. Sweep through this house, from ceiling to floor. Breath of life, move through me. You are
Okay, you guys. I know I gave you permission to use your phones today. But maybe you could put them on silence. Because we are going to get them out and go to a website so we can take a survey here in a minute. Just so you're ready. We've been doing this message series, and we're going to do it probably for the month, about open-mindedness. And the reason that it was up there on the wall to begin with is because there were wild things going on in our country. Not that it's changed much, but I thought that one of the ways we could survive it was to stay open-minded. And we're going to talk about a variety of topics that we can be open-minded about for our good. Today, the topic is death. Now, how many of you were here yesterday for Michelle and Jeff? Okay, so it's kind of a continuation of that. Might hear a few facts similar to yesterday. But what I'd like to do is take it and make it more practical for our experience here and now, which is kind of what unity is all about. How to take spiritual truths and apply them to our lives here and now. So as we talk about death today, I just should probably start by saying, I don't know. I'd like to say I know everything, you know me. But the truth is, I don't know about death until I get there. I can't remember. Some of you may. Some of you may remember. Some of you may go to a medium and learn about death and be able to communicate with those on the other side. I've done that. Some of you may read books about people who've had near-death experiences. We heard a lot of those stories yesterday, right? And there's probably several people on the planet that have their own belief because they follow a certain spiritual path. Or let's put it this way, they follow a certain spiritual path which helps them form that belief, who knows. And so there's a variety of beliefs about death. Would you agree? Yeah, and we want to be open-minded about that. We say often here in Unity that we honor all paths to God and we honor all faiths about death. You know, whatever gets you there, good for you. So there are probably people in your life that have different beliefs than you. They may even try and change your mind about it, and they may even have really good reasons that appear to be very loving for why they want to change your minds about death. So you might just try, thank you, I'll consider that, and then don't. But most importantly, respect them for their beliefs. Allow that to be true. We all come here on our own path for our own purpose, and that probably includes what we believe about the end of the path, which, by the way, there is no end. So, yeah, make sure you got good shoes for this. For the path that you're going to walk on. For eternity. All right, yeah, okay, snap out of it, people. All right, but one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about death is that I think it's possible, if you explore it while you're alive here, that it may open some new doors for you while you're alive here. So let's just see if something comes up for you today, okay? Is that a deal? All right, get your phones out because here's what we're going to do. We've got a quick survey that's pretty easy. Either scan the code up here on the screen or type in this website address, vevox.app. It's right up here on the screen, vevox.app. And if you do it that way, then it'll want your ID, and then the number's up here on the screen, 452-039-938. 452-039-938 here on the screen, okay? I'm going to give you a minute to do that. You shouldn't have to install it. It's just kind of a website address, right, Parker? Yeah, so if it asks you to install it, something's wrong. Okay. All right, so vevox.app, and then I'm guessing it's going to ask you for the ID. Is that right, Parker? Correct. Okay, so then you put in this 9-digit code. If you're watching online, you should see it in the chat. Hopefully Danette put that in there for you, so just take a look in the chat for today's live stream. It's on Facebook, and it will point you to the right direction. Okay, how many are still trying? Good. All right, let's try this. Parker, you want to go ahead to the first question. And it should say, I believe in life after death. Yes or no? Go ahead and answer that question on your phone. I believe.
In the conversation, there's a little red dot. It'll open that conversation. I see it. Okay.
Say, what do we have to do, Kim? So here's the number, if you didn't already, 452-039-938 up here on the screen. Sorry about that, you guys. So Parker, can we go back to that question and let them still answer? All right, we'll try it again here. Because Parker is running the questions. He's the one that makes the question pop up on your screen. So let's try it again. Isn't this fun? Just what you came to church for, right? I believe in life after death, yes or no? Oops. I'm sure it's coming back any minute now. Just so you know, filling in the blank here, not to put any pressure on your answer, but 70% of Americans said yes to this question. I believe in life after death. Yes. Microphone. Microphone.
As you get into the question, it'll look like it's just a bunch of yeses or other people answering, but click on the box, in the box where you can answer, and type message, click in there, and then you can answer the question. Okay? So click in the type message.
Look at you. You guys are so good. Thanks for playing along. Plan on getting out of here late today. Once we get the first one, the rest will be a breeze, right? And once you put your answer in the box, do you hit return or send? Just hit send. Okay. Oops, still not there. 1 second. 1. Oh no, I don't know if I have that much patience, you guys. All right, put it in the comment box. Hit send, yes or no. I believe in life after death. Go. Parker. Uh-oh. All right, this is our last chance, otherwise we're just going to raise our hands. I hear you. Again, if it's asking the ID, it's 452-039-938. 452-039-938. But seriously, Parker, are we going to give up on this?
Oh, man. He's still kind of fun. This is fun. But if you want to go over the answers. I was going to say, do you have one no? I saw one no and at least 30 yeses, so most of the people. Well, they don't.
You can see it, but we can't see it on the screen.
They didn't tally it.
Okay, so why don't you tell us how many people said what?
Did you count, Joy? I would say it's over 30 at this point. Yeses and two
no's and 30
Two
yeses.
no's,
Okay,
30
good.
yeses.
Parker, see if you can go ahead to the second question. Okay. Woohoo! I don't know what any of you are saying, but go to the second question.
Let's do it. We're going to do it.
Second question. Are you ready?
No, let's do the first one.
Oh, I thought you guys already did it. You guys. All right. I'm the mother, and mother says, next question, or we're going to stop playing. All right, next question. I believe that some go to hell. I believe that some go to hell. All right, can they access that question? Can you see it on your screen yet? Okay, put your answer in, yes or no. I believe that some go to hell. You guys. It's working now. Okay. I'm not seeing the answer. Oh, wait, you're on the wrong question. Okay, moving on. How many answers on your screen for I believe that some go to hell? What do we got?
12% yes and 88% no.
Okay, 12% yes, 88% no. They don't believe that some go to hell. All right, third question. Going to the third question. I believe in reincarnation. Yes or no? I believe in reincarnation. Yes or no?
100% yes.
Yeah, I know that folks here don't believe in reincarnation, so we should have a good mix here. We had 33% in the United States that do believe in reincarnation.
so you can see.
Yeah, good.
Oh, good Lord.
See if you can go that way. Oops, that didn't work.
We just not paying attention.
Anybody else tell me what the percentage is for reincarnation? 88% yes on reincarnation. Okay, number 4. I have some fear about death. Yes or no?
Oh, it's split. Okay.
Okay, good, good. We're hovering between 45 and 55%.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's that thing where we don't know, right? We just don't know.
And we fear what we don't know.
We fear what we don't know. That's right. Okay,
very
good job.
good.
All right, here's my last question. This is a little bit more in depth. I'd rather be on earth or I'd rather be in heaven. Okay, see if you can answer that. I'd rather be on earth. Yeah, just living an earthly life, normal earthly life, or I'd rather be in heaven.
I'm surprised by how many people.
Oh,
on
this
Earth.
is
Yeah,
interesting.
that is very interesting.
Wow, look at that. 64% roughly would rather be on earth.
I did not expect that.
65%, 66%, but not forever. Is that what I'm hearing? But for now, you'd rather be on earth, okay?
I'm surprised by that.
Okay, good to know. So, 66% of you are not ready to make your transition yet, is kind of how I've interpreted that. Let me put your phones down, please. And I will know better for next time. Thank you for your attention. Yeah, let me just talk about that last question here for a minute. The reason that I wanted to know your answer to that question is because I've heard not only from those who've had near-death experiences, but just intuitives who kind of have a feel for what's going on in the spiritual dimension, that spirit is lined up to come to earth. They're waiting for bodies, so get out there and procreate. Just suggesting. All right. Okay. They're lined up. Why are they lined up? Because this is where it's at. Earth is where it's at. And not only are there perhaps multiple planets and multiple dimensions that spirit can go and express itself, many, many, many want to come here because supposedly this is one of the toughest places to go. When you leave the spiritual dimension and enter into the physical, Earth is one of the toughest schools, supposedly. And why do they want to come to a tough school? Why do you think? Because it is an evolutionary process for the soul. The body may not like it, the ego may hate it, but your soul is loving every second of this. Your soul is you, and you're the one that came here and chose to come here. So just keep that in mind when you're having a hard day. And it's okay to call someone and say, I'm having a hard day, talk me off the edge kind of thing. So I just want you to keep that in mind and give yourself a chance to take a breath and recognize death is not the answer for most of us. Because if we don't figure it out here, we're probably going to have to figure it out somewhere else. Because our soul came here to figure this out and to have experiences that are tough to have in the spiritual dimension. So let's play a little and see how we can bring these truths from spirit into this experience and make it a little easier, okay? So let's talk a little bit about death. What is death? We could talk all day about what the terms are about death. Now, Wikipedia, who is like God, knows everything. Let's take a look and see what Wikipedia says death is. Death is the end of life, the irreversible cessation of all biological functions that sustain a living organism. Now, what's one of the important words in that sentence? Okay, what's another important word? Biological, right? So one of the persons who had a near-death experience says, oh no one ever really dies. Now, come on. We've had over 100 billion humans on this planet in its life experience. And every single one of those bodies have died, right? No one ever dies. So let's talk about no one. What is no one? Is he talking about the body? No. He's talking about us. And we are not the body. And we never die. Never. Never. Just take that in. Now, what's probably true for most people is they're totally unaware of what their true identity is, that they're spirit. They're totally unaware of that. And that means they're living under this false identity, totally missing out on the fact that they're eternal, that you're infinite, that you're perfect and whole and complete, totally unaware of the fact that you literally have unlimited potential, that all things are possible for you. Most believe, and they're just walking around in their lives every day saying, I'm only human, right? And I will die. There will be an end to me. And then they spend all of their life here protecting that human self from sickness and from poverty and from harm and from lack and from judgment, because they believe not only is that a power out there working against them, but it can actually harm them. So they give all their attention to that. All along, you are really in this body as an expression of spirit, divine, infinite and eternal, missing out on the chance to express more of your divine nature. Because life is meant to be joy. It's meant to be love. It's meant to be infinite creativity. And it's also meant to be hard, that you kind of have to work your way through the weeds to find your way to that creativity. But it's in you. That's what I want you to hear. And that's what you come to know when you leave the body, say so many people who've left the body and then come back. So for instance, Dr. Alan Huguenot, up here on the screen, he had a near-death experience. The so-called death is merely a paradigm shift, a complete change of viewpoint. Those left here may call it a death while looking at it from this side, but no one ever really dies. What occurs instead is that we merely change our perspective. So, having had a reading with a medium and being able to connect with my parents and with my husband for 10 years, who then was my best friend for 50 years, my mom's response was, it's the same old me. Just not in her body. It's the same old me. So it was a perspective shift for her. Oh, look, I don't need a body to still be me. I'm still eternal and expressing. So if it's just a change in perspective that seems to happen every time we leave the body, what if we changed our perspective now? Anybody? Change your perspective now and remind yourself on a day-to-day basis, I am a spirit having a human experience. And every time I bump into something that's hard, I remind myself, okay, it's hard for my body, it's hard for my brain, it's hard for my ego, but it's not hard for my spirit. Let me just check in with spirit and see how to move through this. Are you up for that? This is where we take the concepts and the truths and the principles about death and apply them here and now, like Jesus. I mean, think about all those wild and crazy things he did, and many of us have said, that's only for him. But what did he say? The things I do, you shall do also, and even greater things. I mean, look, the cell phone, you don't think that's a greater thing than what he had in his lifetime? Oh, you guys, come on, that was funny. Walking on water, I don't necessarily expect you to get there before you leave the body, but I'm saying, he kept saying, follow me. This is the way to view life. Now, I just thought we could go through some of these people who've had near-death experiences and just get a reminder of what's true for us, not only after we leave the body, but perhaps what's true for us now. Are you up for that? All right, so first of all, when I did have a reading and my husband friend Gordon came through, he and I used to have conversations in the kitchen all the time about what it'd be like after we die. And his message that came through the medium was, remember all those conversations we had about heaven, the afterlife? He said, it's so much bigger, so much more expansive. It's so, how did he say it? It's vastly greater, so much better than anything you can imagine as a human beings, This expansiveness is something that he had a hard time explaining, and the medium had a hard time conveying because there's no words. We don't have the vocabulary for how expansive it is. And then he said, it's everything. I just got chills thinking about what everything could mean. It's everything. So I'm sure we'll get a chance to have that experience. Let's consider what we think we're going to experience when we leave the body. Now, I grew up being taught and believing that heaven was a specific location. Maybe at the end of the universe, or maybe above the universe, or just something kind of up there, right? Up in the clouds. And many people still believe that it's far away, but it's a lot like Earth, and there'll be pearly gates and there'll be golden streets, but we'll sit on clouds. I haven't figured that out. We have solid streets, but everything else is clouds. Anyway, that's what some people believe. And then there are those who, for instance, believe heaven is a state of consciousness. Remember the guy who said it's just a perspective? And think about what Jesus said when he said, the kingdom of heaven is here, now, all around us, and within us. Well, that can't be an expansive place if it's here, right here within me. It must